We're going to go through a couple things. We're going to go through the listing conversion process that we have. And this is going to be pretty fluid because the way we started this was we adopted a couple new technologies that aren't out yet, that will be out in the next month, like the first 2 weeks of August, okay? So one of those is Cloud CMA, where we actually have access to it now, but it's about to be branded, and it is a dynamic CMA solution where you can send stuff to a client, and basically what it'll do is if you have, like, let's say you have a pending property and you send that to a client, and then that property closes between the time you leave the office to the time that you get to the listing appointment, then it will update. So the clients will be able to look at that in real time. It does a whole lot more. We're going to be able to put videos, PDFs, whatever you want into it, but it's top of the line. And I started that by looking at Moxie, which Moxie Present is a presentation forum for CMAs, and what I found out was that Cloud CMA has recently updated their technology, and it's much better. The other thing that we're going to go through, we're not going to talk about this too much today because we don't have it yet. We'll have it on August 3rd, okay? And I'm sure you guys have heard about Zillow offers and Open Door, how they're offering, $50,000, $75,000 above list price. Well, there are about 10 different iBuyers in the area right now, okay? So what we'll be able to do for a client is go to the listing appointment and say, look, if you sign a listing appointment with us, we'll be able to go to our system, input your property, and get you all of the offers from anybody else. We'll also give you a value of fair market value, and before we list the home, when we get the offers in from all the different iBuyers, you'll be able to compare what the best option is for you. Because as we know, some of these iBuyers don't want their properties reflected on MLS. So Laura Tumulty had a example she brought to me yesterday. She listed a home for $330-ish, I guess, and it was in Cedar Park, not updated, needed a lot of work, not like the best neighborhood in Cedar Park. She got an offer about $50,000 over list price. She had like 4 offers, and this one was way above list price. Well, her sellers had started 3 weeks previously and clicked something on Zillow. It took 3 weeks for this to come to fruition with Zillow. Zillow offered $100,000 over list price, okay? So yeah, so they're gonna go with the Zillow offer. Now she has a listing agreement. What you need to know with this Realty Move Select process, okay? And so, in order to combat the fears of why would I go with a real estate agent when a iBuyer may pay us more, the answer to that is why try to reach out to one iBuyer. Our system automatically submits your property to all the iBuyers, and we will get you the best offer out there. And if fair market value is not the best offer, then we still will be able to be the ones that help you with that. And then if you have a listing agreement with these sellers, then these iBuyers have no choice but to respect that and go with you, okay? So real excited about that, real excited about Cloud CMA. Johnny's gonna go through the process of just about everything before you get to the listing appointment. And this has to do with your sphere of influence as well as your any company leads we may have, or if you're running any lead system on your own that bring in leads for sellers, this will cover all of that. Also, we're going to be in probably about a month using the call to action to advertise on radio, that we'll be able to. I'm not exactly sure what exactly our call to action will be, other than something like we promise to give you 5 offers within the first 5 days and an acceptable contract that we agree on the price, or we'll sell the property for free, okay? I'm very confident about how this will work, and it's gonna be one of those things where it's not gonna be a gimmicky thing where if you accept this, you know, you'll have to, you know, sign away your soul or drop the price by 80% of, you know, it's not gonna be one of these guaranteed sales that does not come with integrity. So with that, I'll turn it over to Johnny.
Thank you, Ryan. All right, so we're going to go over listing intake. And this is basically, like Ryan said, whether you're working your own leads, you meet someone out, doing any farming yourself, Genie farming, internet leads. This is basically, and keep in mind things are fluid. So I'm going to show you some things that Ryan and the company put in place years ago that throughout the course of the last couple years and COVID and working in a virtual world, has really helped not only myself but other agents in the company take on listing leads, work them through, set them up, because at the end of the day, a lot of them are just a lot of follow-up, just like a buyer lead. But there's a lot of different things to do on the front side to help build rapport, add value, and we're going to be throwing a lot of tech and really cool features at that. Some of you that have worked some of these listing leads have done some of these, say like a video CMA, and you may not have even got the listing, but you got some great feedback from it. So I'm going to show you guys some of the things that we've been working on that's in place. So regardless of where your listing leads come from, there's a cadence in place for you guys to follow up. And then we're going to work on the conversion piece of that so you guys can get more listings. Some of you guys have already, you already do the Genie farming. So what I want to show you with the Genie action plan. So Genie action plan basically that's a farming tool, and leads are coming in online, right? So this is something that we tested with Ryan's. Where I'm going to do the video. This is a video CMA demo of a listing that I did and won.
Good morning, Lance and Tracy. John McCarthy here from Spyglass Realty. Thanks, Lance, for connecting with our team this morning. It looks like you were requesting some information to help you sell your home for the highest price possible, right? So I'm going to show you kind of an idea of what that looks like and what that is. This is the tax records here. Pulls up, doesn't show how many bedrooms, but 4,500 square feet, 60.
Real quick, an ad. So this is obviously for a listing, but when you guys are working with buyers and you're trying to figure out what price to write your offer, doing this ahead of time, there's a video that we send out, some of us, on how to write an offer. We also send a video CMA for that subject property ahead of maybe writing the contract to give the client an idea of what the comps look like. And then your follow-up call, usually they're like, oh, I see it's 600,000, we're capped out at 550. Thanks for doing that, we don't have to put a contract together. Or the conversation goes the other way. But this has been really powerful to figure out what's going on with the market for buyers and show them the accelerated market that we've been in if they don't know it or can't see it.
15,000 square foot lot, 4 bathrooms, built in 2010, single family home. I believe you've got this report showing the estimated home value is 672 based on our program here. And this is based off comps and things like that. This is a pretty accurate measurement based on real-time data. However, when we get into comps, real-time information is changing every single day. And I want to pull up some of the comps around the area that are most similar to your property and show you a little bit about what's going on. You may have a little bit of an idea if you've checked online with any type of recent home sales. But basically, here's what we're looking at. I've got everything that is active, that's under contract, that's pending, or has sold in the last 6 months. I have 3,500 square feet or larger, 2-story homes, and I mapped it out. And this is kind of a first glance to show you guys what we're looking at, and then we're going to get more detail with this once we get down to kind of the marketing and timeline and price point, things like that. But you guys are right in here. Is this it right here, I think, on the corner? Wrong corner. I'm pretty confident in telling you that we're going to see results like this. We're going to see 10, 15, possibly 20% or more over list price and even fair market value, basically, because folks are waiving appraisals. So once I know more of exactly what your timeline is, I can put a proper marketing plan together and execute a marketing plan, which helps us get the highest money for our people. But it's also about finding the best buyer to make sure that you close. So I'm going to send you a following email as well that has additional information about the company, what we do, our marketing. We've got a robust coming soon plan, a robust marketing plan. We create a website for your property in our system, so that's the epicenter of where all of our marketing pushes out through. And we're touching everybody in the area through our marketing platform. It's just tremendous, the results that we're receiving. So I know that we can help you. Our track record shows that we've done over 90 million in sales just this year between 45 agents. So we really have our finger on the pulse of the market, and we really have a plan that we can execute for you to help you with your home sale here. So I'll check in with you a little bit later on and follow up, see if any other questions. In the meantime, I'm going to send you over these properties. I'll include everything that's kind of active and pending so you can see that. And you're going to get this little line item report here, as well as a link to those properties so you can look at, and I'll send you kind of all this data.
Okay.
So look forward to hearing from you. Check in with you a little bit later.
So one thing I just want to interject here is that the initial email that is sent out, what is it called, seller intro email? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that will change. That shows, it will say that, you know, we will also source every iBuyer available in our market to compare, right? And so when he's going over this video in the BombBomb video, he will say, so, you know, when we meet, I haven't seen your house, so I can't give you an exact range. I need to look at that. But then I will give you what I believe is fair market value based on the time that I see the house. And then we will be able to take that and compare it to the iBuyers that will submit offers. Just wanted to interject that. Oh, and then one last thing, where he says in that video that I will update you with you know, these actives and pendings, he would say, if you want to come back to this link that I'm going to send you, it will automatically be updated because we're going to be using Cloud CMA.
Yeah, so use this as a framework for what you're doing now, and then what you're going to be doing as we implement new tricks into our bag. Because this is, I mean, this email template, Ryan, this was something that was created before I even came to the company. And then they changed websites, and a couple of the links broke. I updated a couple things, and been using it and really tweaked it to what to follow the cadence. Because it's, even if you had an appointment and it's a follow-up, you're sending that as a follow-up. There's a couple things that you're going to say that are different. Like, I don't know if you paid attention, or if you heard when I said, like, once we meet, like, we're assuming the meeting, right? Once we meet and I understand what your timeline is and what your goals are, I'll be able to pinpoint more of a price or even a marketing plan. And that's the thing, like, a lot of the times, like, sometimes I won't even send them the report, like an actual report. I'll just send them the video as a teaser, right? And like, hey, once we get together, I'll go over more detailed information, because maybe they want to sell in 6 months or so. It doesn't really make any sense for me to give you a price on your house right now, because if you plan on selling in 6 months, I'm going to do all this again in 6 months. If you want to know what I think it's going to sell for right now, sure, here's what we're looking at. But in 6 months, I'm going to do this again. So, because a lot of times we get asked about pricing, and it's not even relevant right now. They want to know what their home is worth. Well, when do you plan on selling? I just want to know what it's worth. I don't plan on selling. Okay, you guys are just kind of chasing your tail with a seller that might not be serious.
And also keep in mind, guys, this would work. I mean, if you're getting a lead that either is a house lead or a lead that you run on your own marketing, I mean, and that someone that didn't even answer the phone, right? That this is adding a tremendous amount of value, and that's the job.
Good morning, Lance.
Sorry. But after you run your comps, do everything that you want to do, kind of wrap your head around what is going on with that home, that's when you start your video and your screen share. So then you're confident in everything that you're about to say, because you've already thought it through, and all you're going to do is hit record and just narrate what it is that you see on the screen for them, because they don't know. And I like to bounce to these screens to show the graphics. Here's the map. Here's what I've done. And I'm telling you guys, this listing I didn't get, and I was the fourth. They weren't even going to interview me until they got this video. They got some referral deal through their company to go with a home light agent. And I was the fourth one, and they ended up hiring someone else, but it was because of, I don't even know why, but she was blown away by this video. Oh, she had a relationship. It was like a friend or something. They were blown away by the video. She's like, I really wish we could work with you. We just can't because of this. It's like, man, okay. But still, this works. They loved it. And I'm getting those results from other agents as well. I want to show you another little part of this. I think this pops up the email.
You guys an email that has, where can I find it?
So I started to pull up the email in my video. I was like, okay, I have enough time. I've gotten good at doing these 3 or 4 minute video CMAs. I can lengthen this and add more value. So then I started to read through a little bit of, now I'm kind of getting into what my listing presentation is ahead of time. So a little bit, just giving them a little bit of what's to come. You got to do a video CMA. We've converted too many doing this process. Or, have a very precise process, come to me and let me show us what you're doing, that you guys are converting and selling your own leads.
Yeah, I mean, just keep in mind that, Johnny converted more listings never leaving the house than anybody I've ever seen in my life. So this stuff works.
Well, I was going to say, I've never sent one that didn't at least get open. And I think that's really powerful because the nuns are in way to build value before, you really get the chance to. And other people aren't doing that.
Your first one got opened 44 times.
Yeah.
17 or more by the client, and probably 20 by me playing around and stuff. But there was one I needed someone to help out. Adrian I sent her a 5-minute video and I said, I need you to send out a video CMA to this client. She's like, what? She sent me over her video an hour later and blew me away. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. It's not hard. How long did it take you to do your first video?
The first one was like 30, 40 minutes, but then after that, it's really quick.
Yep.
Especially if you don't overthink it.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm going to go back to the follow-up boss, the Genie follow-up here, because part of this is also the texting, the timing. Like, timing is of the essence. You've got to be prompt with your follow-up. This is all if there's a kink in your system, the results are going to be different. You're not going to get the right results, right? So this is designed, hey, you got to lead in, you're going to call, you're going to leave a message. You're planning on sending them a video CMA or a video in the next 24 hours with additional information about their home. You're going to say it, and it's right here. I just sent you a CMA. I'm happy to get you more accurate value of your home, but I'll need to chat with you to get more details. What you say to them is in the follow-up tasks also. And I actually...
So Johnny, talk about like when you're on the phone with them and they're talking about selling their home.
So take a call with them, think about selling their home. Well, I ask them, okay, so I see that you've reached out to us. You want to get some more information about your home. I'd like to find, actually, guys, I used to be stressed out taking leads and making calls and everything myself. And sometimes just being like, look, are you trying to sell now, like right now, or are you trying to sell before the end of the year? So there's usually an icebreaker or something that I'll do at the beginning because someone's calling in and they want information about the sale of their home. Like, great, I'm going to send you some information in the next 24 hours. Are you looking to sell your home right now or just starting the process, right? Because I know my process is this. Like, a new seller lead comes in, everything that I just showed you guys is what I'm going to follow. So I'm going to set myself up to follow this pattern, right? So comes in, I try to uncover, and that's worked very well. Are you just putting a plan together? I'm going to send you some more information about your home in the next 24 hours once I find out some more. But you just getting started, or are you trying to sell right away? And then I'll ask them, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the condition of your home to find out, when I'm looking at information for pricing. Why don't you do a little role play with me to help me out?
All right.
Feed me something.
Ring.
Yeah, Ryan, okay.
Hello.
Hey, this is John.
Hey, yeah, I just filled something out online.
Okay.
What are you calling for?
What are you calling for? Oh, you're calling for your home value, right?
Well, yeah, I was just kind of checking some stuff out.
Okay. Well, how long have you been thinking about selling your home?
Probably about 3 weeks.
3 weeks, wow, okay. So are you just looking online at what you think, looking at what you think your home is worth, or are you actually interviewing realtors?
I haven't started interviewing realtors yet, but I guess I'm about to.
Yeah? What's holding you back?
Well, I'm trying to wait for the divorce papers to hit my wife.
Oh, wow. Yeah? I'm sure you got some paperwork to handle there. Well, so it sounds like she may or may not be part of this process?
She will be soon.
She won't be?
She will be.
She will be. Oh, wait. So are we trying to keep her involved with the sale of the house, or are we trying to...
Depends on what the judge says, but yeah, she'll be involved.
Okay, she'll be involved? Okay. She know about this?
No, not yet.
Okay. Guys, this is like I'm in my mind, I'm on the phone. I know you guys are here, Ryan, but some of you can see me do Zoom calls, and I pretend I'm on the phone because I can't get distracted by people with my mindset. So, yeah, I mean, like the court, like divorce, like it's like, how do you handle that conversation, right? That's, there's logistics involved, right? So you both can be involved, okay. Are you going to be the one that's facilitating the process, or her?
I will.
Okay, cool. So, ideally, I'd like to figure out when a good time is that both of you guys are available to get together and talk about what your plans are. Would that be a group meeting or just one of you for that meeting?
I think I'll have to get her involved.
Get her involved? Okay, cool. So is there a day or time of day or week that y'all are both together that we can get together?
Probably so.
Okay. Like mornings or afternoons or evenings? What's usually better for you?
Usually evenings.
Evenings? Okay, cool. So you think like 5 o'clock, Thursday or Friday would work for you guys?
Let's do Friday.
Friday at 5 o'clock? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna see you guys on Friday. And actually, if you're okay with it, we'll probably do this meeting via Zoom. So I'll send you over. Usually I set that up front. You guys want to meet in person, or are you okay with doing a Zoom meeting? And guys, everybody's okay doing a Zoom meeting still. Everybody is. They might not want to, but they're still okay with it, right? So you can still do this. Is highly efficient ways to do this, right? I'm not running around the roads. So okay. So I'm going to send you over a Zoom calendar link for Friday at 5 p.m. I'm also going to send over a text message reminder to you. And in the meantime, like I mentioned, I'm going to send you over a video with some more information about your home within the next 24 hours. So you have that. You can review it with your soon-to-be ex-wife. And if you guys have any questions, you can let me know ahead of time. But I also like to know, again, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the condition of your home, so that when I send you over some information, I can give you a little bit better information on pricing.
Probably about an 8.
About an 8? Okay, cool. So that's going to be pretty easy. Let me just confirm your email address. So I got this, and your phone number, and your address. So great. Ryan, I'll see you on Friday.
Okay, so the other thing is, as I've showed you these before, and so everything that we're doing here is like what I do with recruitment. In other words, you set the appointment. You send them something of value before the appointment, right? I don't know if you know this, but the cancellation rate between agents for recruitment is literally 50%. Last week, it was 100%, okay? So, you want to be able to try and add value before the meeting. So I bought these for people to use for listings. Now I'm sending them out before, and when you open the book, it shows a video, and I did a video yesterday at the same time that I was trying to get ready for this meeting, and the office was flooding, so the mute button was on when I was giving the video. So basically it says, hi, John and Mary, this is Ryan with Spyglass Realty. I'm looking forward to meeting you, and then I'm looking forward to meeting you at your house on Friday. Following this video is a video showing how we market and sell homes. If you'll take a look at this, it will set us up for what we're going to be talking about at our meeting on Friday. And then as soon as that cut, it goes into here. Okay? So, and I don't know if you've probably seen this. It's in also in the intro email. It's just something that they get that they're like, wow, I've never seen this before, right? They're $25 cost, okay? You can either drop them off at the property, or you can mail them. You cannot put stamps on these and mail them, okay? They will get sent back to you. They have to either be dropped at the post office, or they have to be metered mail. I now have I've been using these so much for recruitment the last couple of weeks that I have a whole meter system at the office if you ever want to do it from the office. But I mean, if you're running the roads, you just put it in a package, drop it off, and then you pick it up, right? You get to use it again. So, and then also with the videos that we've been doing, we've also tried to make it a lot easier where we have a Scott has been doing a video like, hey, it's Ryan with Spyglass Realty. This is the way we market and sell homes. Boom. So we can put these together for you.
So on that call, when you're scheduling that appointment, you would just add into your dialogue, hey, I'm going to be dropping off some piece of marketing material for you guys before our meeting on Friday. And then you're also going to follow up with a text. Guys, the name of the game is all follow-up, okay? So you're dropping these things off, but why? Because you're going to follow up, make sure they got it, and you're also going to get it back when you go to the listing appointment to keep that appointment. These things are going to be really great when they come out. But plan this. You get a listing lead. These things are like gold, getting listing leads, right? So plan that into your day. You're out. You've got something. Maybe it's 3 or 4 days. Like have a schedule. You know, if you're going to be driving around, if you're taking a lead and you're going to try to be selling homes, like know when you're going to be able to get to that house. It's going to help. Oh yeah, I'm going to drop something off on before our meeting on Friday. But if you're jam-packed all week long and you're never going to be able to get this out to them on Friday, don't tell them. Don't tell them you're going to send it out and drop something off, because then you're just going to stress yourself out. You're over-promising. Keep it within your. There's a lot of things that we can do, guys. You don't have to do everything, but every little thing will help. Conversion. We talked some of this a little bit already, but something that's been very powerful. Oh, here's something that I said, and you guys have heard it probably in both of my videos. And today, I pull up Transactify on my phone like every morning just to see what the sales volume is, because I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys have done $238 million in business every year. That works every single time on a phone call. Hey, our team has done $240 million in real estate sales just this year. We really have our finger on the pulse of the market. Don't you think that's the type of experience you want your real estate agent to have? Guys, that's a feature benefit tie down, right? That's how you win and set appointments. Our systems are designed, like we have a track record of outstanding results because we've implemented systems into our business, and we follow that. So like, hey, someone says, I want to list my house in a week. I got 5 days. Like, whew, man, I can get it done in 5 days, but there's a lot of things that we got to do, and our results might not be as good as what I want them to be if we could just wait a week and do this the right way and get proper marketing. Right, so let's look at that timeline. Then you look at the calendar, it's like, oh, they got a doctor's appointment or they got something going on. Like they have these conversations. People don't really know what's going on until you paint that picture for them. So leaning on the company and what you guys know and the power behind what we can do, using that dialogue in your conversations, really helps. Like, again, our team has done $240 million in real estate just this year between 55 of us. We really have our finger on the pulse of the market. We have a systematic way that we are writing offers and we're negotiating that helps our clients win. Mail the drop-off listing guide to the house, the photo appointments, the staging appointment. Again, you're forecasting the next steps. When's a good time for a stager to schedule with you? When's usually a good time for a photographer to come meet with you? Those are closing techniques for conversion. Those are assuming the appointment without asking for it. Seller objections. I took this from our leads handbook on that page. Basically, if they want to wait. It's a little bit different conversation now, but I still talk about seasonality of the market. It's still relevant. There's still changes in the market. And that's what the conversation piece is there's changes in the market and knowing how to navigate those changes. There's seasonality. Our team, again, we've done all this millions of dollars, it just comes back to the same thing to set that appointment. There are a number of things that you're going to want to do. Like, you want to wait? Great. Like you told me you want to sell in 6 months? That's the end of the year. So use like that. There's a lot of things you have to do to prepare. You got to get your home ready before the holidays or during the holidays. Or maybe it's in January and they want to sell in May. Okay, cool. So if you want to sell your home in May, there's a lot of things that we need to do ahead of time to prepare your home, to get it ready for the best light possible and to get you the highest price. Why don't we go ahead? When's a good time for a stager to come meet with you? We can go ahead and put a business plan together for your home this week, so you know exactly what you need to do over the course of the spring to prepare your home. And we'll come in and I'll come in and do a walkthrough, and we'll do photos a couple weeks beforehand. But I'll handhold you. You need any help in contractors? We help people renovate homes. Every home needs some type of work. We've got vendors and contractors that we trust that will give you fair prices and get the job done in a timely manner. So if you need any help there, we can connect you there. Now, I do say, some of these things are services. Once we onboard you as a listing client, we're going to schedule these things. I'm going to introduce you to these people. I'm going to get you tapped into our database. When we onboard you as a listing client, I say that a lot. because we've got a lot of things that we do, but I've got clients that we work with. And if you're not my client, I can't just give you everything because you may not even ever work with me.